Hey everyone, this is Samuel Archer, your host from MUZILOG Magazine Podcast, and we have a special guest in the building. She goes by the name of Beth, and she just came back from touring books. These we're going to hear about it, and she's going to talk about her new single. Welcome, Beth, to the show.
Thank you so much.
So you are back from touring. Please give us a little something on it. You're touring with who and what and where. And let us give us every touch of it.
Oh, wow. Well, I just got back from London and I was there with Kim. He's a Motown recording artist. And I've been working with him for many, many years. Actually, almost 10 years I've been working with him. And he had not been to London since probably 2006. And I had not been to London since 2008. When I went previously, I was working with Anita Baker. And so both of us hadn't been over there in a long time. So it was really fun for me to go back and to actually play another venue. This venue we did was the Jazz Cafe. And we did 3 nights there, and it was absolutely it was a ball. It was a blast. The crowd was incredible. The energy was incredible. I gained a new fan base. Thank you to Kim for bringing me and introducing me and allowing me to do a feature in his show. So it was great. I love London. I've always wanted to go back, and I was able to see it in a different light this time, out of a new venue and in a different light, because the first time I went, I was solely just a background singer and not interested in being a solo artist. Now I'm going back with this amazing artist that's on demand over there. And then I go back as a solo artist as well, but doing background for him. So it was really great for me to go. It was a great experience. And I was able to connect with a lot of people, a lot of DJs over there. And it was great. So we had a lot of fun. And I'm home now, and I just got a little jet lag, but I'm working it off.
Where is home, if you don't mind me asking?
I am in Detroit, Michigan.
Shout out to Detroit folks. So you said something interesting. You said that when you did the first tour, you didn't want anything to do with singing lead vocals. So
correct.
What happened between that point and now?
I think with the time that I put in with Anita Baker, which was 5 years touring with her, and that was actually my first major background job, touring with an artist. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to look forward to. I didn't know anything. I was just excited to be on the road and to be singing first and foremost. As time has gone by and me working with her and then me transitioning to work with Kim, one of the things that stuck out to me the most was that when you are a background singer and you work with a particular artist or any artist, when they decide to take a break, everything stops if you don't have anything else going on. And I was like, I want to continue to sing, so it would be either me finding other work with other artists, which I have done that as well. But it was kind of instilled in me by Michael Powell. He started Chapter 8, and he's the person who kind of discovered Anita Baker. He happens to be a really, really good friend of mine, and that's actually how I got the job working with Anita. So he kind of suggested, he said, you really need to consider putting a solo record out. I think you sing well enough to do it. And I just really was not in the headspace to do it. I did not have the confidence to do it. I didn't have the strength to do it because it's a lot, But he really pushed me. He really encouraged me to do so. And in listening to him and then also watching what happens when that artist takes a break and you go home, and they're sitting at home with their millions of dollars that they made off the tour. And you sit at home with your whatever you got left, right?
$20.
Your $20, right? Pretty much, right? I was like, I need to find something that I want to do. And I tried working a couple jobs, and I was just like, I'm a singer. That's what I do. So we pursued the route of me becoming an artist, and I have no regrets. I love it. And I still love doing background, but I absolutely love being a solo artist. So that's what basically happened, sitting at home with no money and not utilizing my gift.
You sound like not obvious like him, but I remember when Chris Tucker was coming back out And then I go, what brought you out? And he said, the IRS.
That too. That'll do it.
But but that's dope though. And Powell is one of my favorite producers. I just like the work that he did with all the Anita Baker records that he produced. So that's great. So I'm seeing part of your genealogy on a musical level. Going to some nice places.
One thing too. One of the things that Michael Powell did to encourage me to be a solo artist is, if you go back to my first album, which is called Free, I did a remake of I Just Want to Be Your Girl that Anita Baker led when she was singing with Chapter 8. And Michael Powell produced my version, and he took me in the studio and did that. So in me doing that song, he wanted to push me and encourage me to become a solo artist. So that's one of my favorite songs, actually, that I've ever recorded. And because I was able to be produced and vocal coached by Michael Powell himself, and he coached me just like he did Anita for her version.
Wow. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
All right. So you're back from the tour. You're going back to the UK as a solo act. No,
Hopefully next year.
You need anyone to bring water for you?
Do I need a water boy? We're trying to get back over there by next year, and hopefully we will get over there as well as some other countries overseas. And if I need any help, I know who to call. Thank you.
Water.
Think, are you thirsty? Yeah.
Hey, you gotta make sure you hydrate,
Yes. I can't sing if my throat is dry, right?
Well, so this new single, when was it released, and is it part of a greater body of work, or is it just a single?
So the new single, the latest single, is called Ooh, and it is from my second album that was released September 30th, 2022. And that just came out as a fan favorite. Everybody really liked that song. They connected with it very well. They connected with the words. We decided to shoot a video and to release it as a single. And we actually released it on my birthday, which is August the 9th. And that was just a gift to myself, but a gift to everybody because they love the song. Thank you. They love the song. And the video just adds more life to the song, So it's been doing very well. People love it. I've had people come up to me and they go, "Oh my God, I love Ooh." But people were actually who had the album were telling me that they love that song anyway. So I was like, I've got to do something more with this song. So yeah.
Shout out to the audience then.
Yay. Yes.
So is this a record that Mr. Powell produced as well? Or?
No, he had nothing to do with this album. Fortunately, I got him on my first album. I wasn't able to get anything, collaborated with him for the second project. But this second project did excellent. We debuted at #1 on Amazon Hot New Releases. Thank you. And we stayed in the top 10 for about 3 months last year. That was great. So we were really excited as an independent artist, and me putting the music out myself, and me hiring the producers myself, me having my own record label, and kind of picking and choosing who I want to work with. I was very, very proud of myself. We have production from Marcus Divine, and he oversaw the entire project. And he has just an amazing resume alone. And we also have Cordell Walton, who did some production on the album as well. He is currently the music director and has been for many years for Charlie Wilson. And then there's also Kenny Flav, who comes out of Queen Latifah's Flavor Unit camp. And I've known Kenny Flav for a long time. He's worked with Janet, with Busta Rhymes, with Silk, just a lot of legendary Black artists that have become a staple in R&B. If you go back to Marcus Divine, he has Kelly Price, he has Destiny's Child, he has Silk, he's MDs for Ashanti, Genuine, just the strong R&B music that has defined the culture. And so I'm really blessed that I had these three amazing producers on this project, and they're helping to shape my sound and shape Beth, who the public sees in terms of my music. So I'm really blessed. And it showed when the album debuted. I mean, it said it for itself. The album also was Grammy considered for Best R&B Album. So we're very excited about that. And then the two singles that we have released within the past year, which was the first single for the album, or the second single for the album, Let Me Be. And there's a video for that. And then Ooh, and then there's a video for that. Let Me Be and Ooh are also Grammy considered for this upcoming Grammys. And the video for Let Me Be is also considered for a Grammy as well. So we're excited. So we're getting a second round on, new life on the album.
Amen. Amen. So you went from someone who didn't want anything to do with
Correct.
There you have a label, you have top-notch producers, you're on tour. I mean, my God.
I just wanted to sing background. I just wanted to be in the back and say whoop, whoop, shoop, shoop, and whoop-de-doo. That's all I wanted to do. I was okay because I suffered from extreme stage fright. I did not like to stand in front of people. I was terrified of people looking at me, hearing me, what they were thinking about me. That controlled and governed me. So with that, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna stand in the back and be a background singer. And the next thing I know, I'm standing in the front. So
you're in the
here
front.
we are.
Yeah. So now I know you did a stint with, I think Cam was involved. Babyface was also involved. I think we even wrote a little bit about it, like probably about a year ago.
Yeah, there was a tour.
Yeah, what was that experience like doing the Babyface and Cam and your stuff?
Babyface, well, that tour was called the Full Circle Tour. And that was great. It was just starring Babyface and Kim. And just to be able to hear, first of all, Babyface sing hit after hit after hit after hit. Like, you watch his set and you're literally like, oh my God, because either he did the song or he did it for somebody else, or he wrote and produced for somebody else.
Okay.
So that alone was just incredible. And to be able to meet Babyface, and that was incredible. I got a chance to meet him and talk to him. He was very, very nice. And then again, just working with Kim, and Kim being gracious enough to, in his show, to feature me and allow me to sing in his show. I gotta talk to Kim. I'm grateful. I truly am. I'm truly grateful.
Amen. I guess we gotta shout out Kim. You know what? We gotta get him on the show.
He's all right now. He's all right.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there? I mean, what is in the future for Beth in terms of, do we have another record around the corner? I mean, is Mr. Face going to be involved in this one? But she said, oh my God.
Truthfully, I would love to work with Babyface. I would absolutely love to work with him. Who I work with in the future, who comes along in the future for me to work with, I don't know. I'm open to it. But there's definitely going to be a third album. And we're already talking about it. And actually already have some ideas already laid. It's just a matter of the timing and making sure that I do all that I can with the album that is out.
Okay. Now, do you also get involved in writing as well?
Oh, I do. I do co-write the songs. If someone brings me a song that is just perfect and doesn't need to be touched, then we don't touch it. If there's an idea, that's great, and we all work on it and enhance the idea, then we do that as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's. What do you want music lovers to get when they hear a Best song?
I want them to feel warm. I want them to feel love, because I think my whole album is talking about different scenarios of love, some good, some bad. I want them to feel all of that. I want them to hear the stories that we're telling in the songs. You know, I think when you listen to a song, you should be able to close your eyes and you should be able to visualize and see the story that we're telling. I want people to smile, you know, because they like my voice, you know, and I want people to be interested in getting to know me, which is the title of the album, you know? So I think that's what I want people to walk away with. I want them to, you know, wonder who Beth is and get to know me and want to get to know me, but also just, again, feel the love and feel the warmth that we tried to give with the record.
I have another interesting question for you. I know you did a little bit of work with Whitney Houston at some point.
I did.
What was it like even being involved with the film, being a double for her? What was that like?
It was surreal, first of all, because she's my absolute favorite singer of all time. So get around your absolute favorite person, you fan out, first of all, right? You like, I can't believe it, right? So I went through the I can't believe it stage. And then it was like, okay, you're here, you know? It was a moment, a wrinkle in time that I'll never forget, that I will cherish the rest of my life, especially now that she's no longer on earth. And I'm so grateful. And I think meeting her just gave me, I don't know, just gave me something, you know, just gave me that spark. Because sometimes when you have dreams and hopes, you can have dreams and hopes and aspirations and they seem so big, you think they'll never happen, right? And then something that you feel will never happen happens, then you're like, wait a minute, maybe I can dream again. Maybe I can dream bigger, you know? And meeting her and having that moment told me that I can dream bigger. The things that I dream can happen. So, because I didn't think I was going to ever meet her. Ever, never.
I did see her once. I went to the Winans family tour many months ago.
Yes.
We're in because she used to hang out with BB and CC. So I think they did a Hold Up the Light or one of those records.
Yeah.
And we didn't know, you know. So we're like, you know, jamming with the Winans. And then we just hear BB saying, ladies and gentlemen, Whitney Houston. And man, the house just went stupid.
Yeah. She was amazing.
So to share with my audience, what was it like to do a double? Was it like in reference to a part in the movie, or was it in singing? What was the double all about?
So a stand-in and a body double, which is what I was for Miss Houston. That person, first of all, has to be very similar, as similar as possible in height, weight, you know, and I was, thankfully. And we happen to have the same birthday too, which is ironic. Her birthday is August the 9th as well, right?
Oh, you know.
That had nothing to do with me getting that part, but that just happened to be just a crazy coincidence. And so what a body double and a stand-in does is when they are setting the set up, preparing for the scene, the stand-ins for all of the main character roles, because all of the main characters had, like Jordan Sparks had a body double stand-in, Whitney had one, everybody who had a main character role. And what we do is they're prepping the scene, they're getting the lighting together, they're setting the props up, they're each scene. So what I do is I would go and stand wherever the directors would tell me to stand, so they could adjust the lighting, whatever movement she would have, wherever she had to, you know, go from point A to point B, everything she had to do, I did it. They adjusted the lights. Whitney Houston would be standing in the room and would be watching me because she had to go back and do what I did. I just did the work for her. So basically she would walk in and they would say, stand here. And then she would know to go from point A to point B to point C, go sit down, go get a glass off the table. Everything that she had to do, I did it and worked out the lighting. So when she came in, everything was already set for her. She could just do the scene.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I was honored to do that for her.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. And I'm sure the listening audience is going to be like, you know. Yeah. So this has been really, really great. I mean, this has been actually a long time coming. I met, shout out to Ron.
Yes.
We spoke, I don't know, last year, just before you went on the other tour. We were planning to do this, and, you know, we were coming out of COVID, and it was just going a little bit crazy. So I'm happy that we had a chance to do this interview.
Yes.
I do ask my guests before they go some questions. You know, sometimes they feel violated a little bit. Oh, that look is priceless.
What are you gonna ask me? If I had pearls on, I would clutch them. What are you gonna ask me?
Yeah, that's a good one. No, it's not that deep. It's not.
Okay,
I know it. So it's become a staple of the interviews. Apparently, I started doing it, not really planning it, and then eventually, just everyone was like, "So yeah, make sure you ask." You know, so it becomes a thing when people listen to the interviews. So I just asked 3 basic questions. One would be, "What is your favorite color?"
Okay.
So, what's your favorite color?
Ooh. So I'm a Leo, right? I love everything. But if I had to pick one, probably say hot pink.
And I could see that. I could see the hot pink. And the thing that I did a little reading, you know, on that.
And you see a lot of pink, a lot, you know, in my pictures, my backgrounds, I'll have bright color. Yeah, so hot pink, yeah.
I could see that. I could see the pink blaring through it. I was like, I don't think she's going to say black.
No. I love black. I wear a lot of black. I do wear a lot of black. But if I had to pick a color for something, hot pink. But I would not paint a room hot pink. I would not buy a hot pink car. I don't own a pair of hot pink shoes. But I just like the color. You know, I don't even wear hot pink like that. I just like the color. Now, if you had to ask me, and I'm just making this way too deep, but a color to wear that is probably my favorite, I would say navy blue. Like, I love navy blue. I would wear navy blue. I would paint a room navy blue. But if you gave me, I don't know, it's just weird. Hot pink and navy blue. I have to pick those two. I like those two.
Well, the pink is really more of a aesthetics that I saw.
Right.
More aesthetics for you.
Yeah.
And that's why we ask these violating questions.
I know.
Just want to personalize you. You know? What you thought we were going to ask you?
I know.
What's the next question? Yeah. When Beth is in the kitchen, what does Beth like to prepare?
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Beth would like to have a chef. That's what Beth wants.
You need a chef?
I do.
You say you need a water boy and a chef.
Yes, I do. You know what? I think that I like to cook. I think I've gotten really good at, I have to ask my husband actually, because he asked me what was for dinner today. And I told him I have no idea.
Wind pie and nunchucks?
Listen, okay, for real. But I mean, you know, I think he there's some things. So I will say, I really don't like cooking, but I will cook. And I think I cook well when I cook. So there's some things that he likes. He loves my spaghetti. He likes me if I cook lamb. He likes that.
Mm.
You know, we black, so we always eating chicken. So it's like, you know.
Hallelujah.
You know, so it's all, you know, it's I can't really pick. I just cook. I got to cook dinner today. And like, I'm thinking like, what am I going to cook? So I'll probably cook him some lamb today. Some rice and a vegetable, something simple. Behold lamb. Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
Slain. Okay. Hallelujah. We're going to work with that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things. So, but I'm not a chef. I'm not a culinary expert. I cook because I have to eat so I won't die. That's how I feel. I'd rather have a chef.
Okay. So Waterborne Chef, send me the applications and I'll put it up on MUZILOG thing and what they need, what special things they have, what
Yay!
requirements.
Okay.
We'll see how that works out.
Okay.
So my third and final question. What is in your playlist this week? Like, share with me or share with my audience maybe 2 or 3 artists that you're rocking to.
On my playlist, me. First of all, me.
Nothing wrong with that.
Me. I have to listen to my own music because I have to know the words to my songs. I have some shows coming up. So I often listen to my own music so that I can be really comfortable with the songs, because what happens, and I've heard other artists say this as well, when you're writing and you're purging, it's coming out, but you may not be retaining it to perform it, right? We have to go back and study our music so that we can perform it. And when you're writing and you're recording, that's a whole nother thing compared to you getting up on the stage and you recording it and you sing. I mean, you on the stage performing it and you perform it like you know it. So I often listen to my music, and not to be vain, but I listen to it so I can learn it. You know what I'm saying? So I always listen to my music. Second, I'm actually really listening to Kim. He just released a live album, which was a live performance, and we filmed it and recorded it last August or September. And so it's a live album that's out now. And I've been listening to that. And what else is on my album? Oh, this is totally left. Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. They're in my playlist all the time.
She's an artist.
Yes, she is. I actually love Megan, and I actually love Cardi. So I listen to them a lot when I'm working out. Those are my workout.
Oh, that's a workout. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, those are Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I had a cousin of mine. He would work out to the Life After Death record. Biggie,
Oh yeah. It's good music. Yeah, it's good. It gives you the adrenaline to work out. Really, it does.
Okay, so you see, the questions weren't too bad, right?
Great questions.
Yes. So, and I think the audience, it's become a staple of the interview currently. It's like, what's their favorite color? What they like to wear? And but I think blue has been like a top color probably for the last couple of interviews I've done. Blue has just been showing up.
Okay.
So yeah, something about we're in the age of Aquarius now. So there's this blue thing going on. Maybe there's something mystical taking place with the blue color. Who knows?
Yeah.
So, is there anything that you wanted to talk about that I didn't ask you?
No, we covered some great stuff. It's up to you, whatever you want to ask me. I just want everybody to check out my album if they haven't heard it. If they're watching the interview and I seem like I could be a tad bit interesting, go look me up. Get the music.
I think they will. I think they will.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. And you can follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. All of the things that you're supposed to be on.
On the platform.
All of the platforms, all of those. And I have some show dates coming up for the rest of the year. I'll be out with Kim. He has some dates for the rest of the year, scattered around East Coast of the U.S. We're going to hit, it's primarily the East Coast and Midwest. We have a couple dates left. Probably about 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks, I'll be doing a performance for me. I'll be opening up for Genuine here in Detroit at the Motor City Soundboard. Yeah, so that's going to be fun.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, we're just doing some things, and I'm just singing, and I'm just enjoying the journey, and I'm appreciative that I have the opportunity to do what I love to do, something that I did not originally set out to do that has just turned into something more than I could have imagined. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to do what I do. Yeah.
Amen. This was a pleasure. This is a joy. I'm happy that you're doing what you want to do.
Thank you.
That's really a beautiful thing. And this one's definitely, we have to do this again.
We can and we will. Yes.
We have to definitely do this again. It was a pleasure. Please enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, I'm going to be cooking. So, you know, hey.
Yeah. Just open the window.
It's going to be great. But thank you so much for having me on your show. I do appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.